Welcome back, Rich Minds. It's your boy Reno coming back to you with another video. And today's video gonna be about 5 reasons they don't appreciate you. Now I know we all probably done had that problem before. I know somebody done experienced that before. I know if you watching this video, somebody probably don't appreciate you right now. And it's a sad reality that you do so much for people. You give so much of your time to people and people still don't appreciate you. You know, I remember back in the days and I'm 25, right? So I ain't got too many back in the days story, but I just remember just in the years prior to when I would do something for people and I realized that they wasn't appreciative. I would give my energy to people and I would realize that they just didn't appreciate it. So what I had to do was understand why they didn't appreciate me, right? I had to understand why they didn't appreciate me, and I stopped giving my energy to certain people. So I started cutting off my time. I started cutting off the energy I was giving. I just stopped making myself so accessible to where people can hurt me or to where people can unappreciate me. So what I'm saying to you is, today, if you're watching this video, I want to give you 5 reasons of why they don't appreciate you, man. So we're going to get right into it with number 1. They used to you. See, sometimes when people are around you so much, they can't see your impact. They don't understand who you are. They can't see your gift. They don't realize the things that you bring to the table. Most importantly, they stop valuing you. See, when people are around you so much, you become so accustomed, or they become so accustomed to your energy. They become so accustomed to the things that you do. You know, somebody said, if you sit back and you smell somebody feces or somebody poop, you know what I'm saying, for hours, at some point, it'll start smelling straight. Like, you'll be like, I don't smell that no more. Because you become accustomed to it, right? Like, if you're inside of a building that smells like paint, at some point, you'll start becoming accustomed to that paint. So that's the same thing with yourself. People are around you so much to where they begin to get used to you, right? Like, if a person be around a celebrity, at some point, you know, at first the celebrity gonna have them starstruck. They gonna start feeling like, dang, like this Jay-Z, this Beyonce, this whoever. But if you start being around them every day, literally, I guarantee you, if you be around a celebrity every day for a year, just like that's your mama or your daddy or your cousin, your brother, whoever the case is, you will start seeing the human qualities in this person. You will start understanding how much of a human being they are, and it take that shock factor down, right? Or that shock value down. So it's the same thing with yourself. People have become accustomed to you. They became used to you. So number 2, you spoiled them with your yes. You can't spoil somebody with your yes. Every time, can I get something to eat? Yes. Can you buy this for me? Yes. Can you do this for me? Yes. Will you take me here? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. You keep spoiling these people with your yes. And see, they begin to not see the value in whenever you do say no. What? No? You don't never tell me no. Something, you tripping. You wrong. You changing on me. But how can that be the case when all you doing is trying to save your bank account? How can that be the case when all you doing is trying to save yourself? How can that be the case when all you doing is trying to save your family? But see, you don't spoil them so much with your yes to where they don't understand the word no, especially coming from you. Now, I used to sit back and I used to realize the people who say no and they started off out the gate saying no, they be like, oh, that's just a little stingy Timmy, bro. He don't be tripping on that. That's just a little stingy Keisha, bro. Whatever. But see, I'd rather be looked at as that versus the person that you feel like you can come take from. And then when I say no, you disregard the things that I've been doing for you in the past. So you got to come out the gate telling the person no. Or at least, I'm going to give you 2 tips. Number 1, raise your zero. And number 2, don't give what you don't have. The first one, when you raise your zero, right? And this is only requiring, or, you know, regarding to money. Obviously, it can be something else, but most time when people are asking you for something, people are asking you for money, right? But you can apply this to anything. So number 1, raising your zero. So most time when people start looking at their bank account and they say they don't have nothing, they literally don't have anything. But when a person start raising a zero and they start realizing that, okay, what I need to do for myself is I need to have, when I have $100 in the bank, that means that that's zero. If I have 500 in the bank, that's zero. Or $1,000 in the bank, that's zero. Did you know some people who have $1 million in the bank, that's zero to them? So for you, you got to raise your zero. So it don't matter if your mama asks you for money, I don't have it. If your sister asks you for money, I don't have it. Whoever asks you for money, I don't have it. Reason being is because I have raised my zero and I simply don't have it, right? So that's the first thing you got to do. Raise your zero. Because that's going to stop a lot of people from becoming spoiled with your yes. They'll start getting used to you saying no. And then two, don't get what you don't have. And they kind of intertwine with each other. But when I say don't get what you don't have, literally, some people pour from an empty cup. Like you got your last $10 and you giving somebody $5. That's just not a great financial decision. That just don't make sense as an adult perspective. I mean, you just got to understand what you have and what you can do and what you can't do. So going back to it, you have to realize you have spoiled them with your yes. And the moment you tell them no, they're going to look at you as a fraud. Like, what you mean? No, right? So number 3, they feel like you're going to always be there. Don't it seem so far-fetched? I'ma always be here. You don't see the value in what I got going on. You don't see the value in me as an individual, right? You feel like I'ma always be here. You don't think that I'll just up and leave one day? You don't think that I'll just up and say, all right, bro, I'm gone. All right, sis, I'm gone. You don't think that I got the courage to leave my hometown, to leave my city? You don't think that? You don't understand that at any given moment, I can leave. Whether that's me dying, whether that's me just leaving and bettering my life elsewhere, whatever the case is, they don't realize that you're not gonna always be there, and they feel like you'll always be there. See, it's a hard pill for people to swallow when you actually leave their life. When you actually level up in life and they're not able to go to the places that God has ordained for you. See, when people feel like you will always be there, they'll treat you any type of way. And it's this weird thing that humans have. We become accustomed to the things that's here with us every single day, and we treat the things like royalty. That if we know we're not gonna see it again, we treat it like royalty. But if we know that we're gonna see it again, we tend to pick at it, throw at it, treat it cheaply, right? Treat it inexpensive. Like if you see that couch, if you got a couch in your crib and you walk past that couch every single day, you'll begin to lose value for it, respect for it, because you see it all the time. But if you came in your house and you see a new couch every single day, you'll be like, bruh, it's lit. I got a new couch. But this couch is, you will actually treat it like something because it's new. It's something that you don't see every day. But see, when people feel like you're gonna always be there, they no longer appreciate your presence. You understand what I'm saying? Number 4, y'all. They feel like you owe them something. They literally feel, they have an entitlement to you. You done said yes so many times. You done gave them everything that they wanted so many times. You've never told them no. To where now they have an entitlement to what you have. Now, even deeper, they have an entitlement to your success. Anything that you accomplish, they feel like you owe them something for that. And you see this a lot with kids and their parents, right? You see this a lot with kids and their parents, a spouse, friends. You see it a lot with these intimate relationships because one person have been so close to you for so long to where now they feel like whatever you accomplish is mine too. And that's not the case. If you put in the work with me, then yeah, it's yours. It's yours as well. It's 50-50. But if you just my cousin, you don't deserve that. If you just my brother, you don't deserve what I got. I seen a movie, and I'm sure y'all have too. It's by Tyler Perry, called Why Did I Get Married? 2. And it was Janet Jackson and the other guy who was killed in the U-Haul crash. But what happened was they was going through this divorce. Everything was going to be split down the middle. The house had equity in it. That was going to be split down the middle. All the finances, 401k, pensions, all that was going to be split directly down the middle. He said, hey, did you tell him about the other account? Matter of fact, he whispered into the lawyer ear. He said, the lawyer say, oh, there is one more account that we haven't discussed. Janet Jackson looking like, what? One more account? What? One more account? He said, yeah. He said that you have over $800,000 in book revenue. He said, that's my money. You ain't work for that. That's my money. You didn't work for that. He said, no. I put ideas in that as well. But from my understanding and from how the movie portrayed it, she worked for that money. She put that money, she put everything she had into her books. She did those speaking engagements. She did those coaching sessions. She wrote that book, right? She put everything into it. But what happens is people begin to feel entitled to the things that you have accomplished, to the things that you've done for yourself, because they so close in to you. So once again, people feel like you owe them something and you don't owe them a damn thing. And number 5, y'all, they feel like they can replace you. People feel like they can replace you when you've been around them so long. Oh, I can get somebody else that can do the same thing that you do, or even better. And the sad reality is, that's just not the truth in this world. That's not how this world works. You don't find too many good people every day. You don't find too many people who are kind-hearted. You don't find too many people who just sincerely want to see you win. You don't find too many people who's happy for you. You just don't. You don't find too many people who has your best interest at heart. It's hard enough to find somebody who just want to be genuine, but a person who has your best interest at heart, for what? They don't benefit for whatever you do. The closest you're going to get to that is a close family member, super close, immediate, right? An immediate family member. So when you got somebody who in your corner, when you got somebody who's helping you out, when you got somebody who want to see the best in you and the best for you with no benefit, you got to keep them people close. You don't find good people every day. You just don't. So people stop appreciating you because you become so accessible to them, right? They got too much access to you and they don't even deserve it. They have so much access to you. They got so many ways to get in touch with you directly. So what I want you to understand is these are the 5 reasons of why these people are not appreciating you. And it's normal to feel like this, and it's normal to come to videos like this to see like, man, bro, is this really how it's supposed to feel? Is this really how it is? And no, you're not tripping. No, you're not tripping. People are going to feel entitled when they don't appreciate you. People are going to feel like they can replace you. They will feel like that. People will get used to you. They'll get used to your presence. You know, you tend to spoil people with your yes. You tend to do that. The simple fact is because you don't want to make somebody feel bad. You don't want to feel like the bad guy yourself. So what you do, you tell them yes, but really you're giving them a disease. You're giving them a disease, an entitlement disease, and it is contagious. So be aware of the people who don't appreciate you, y'all. So as I conclude this video, man, make sure y'all putting yourself first, better yourself, get into the self-improvement business. Don't allow someone to take from you, pour from you, and just take everything that you have. Don't allow somebody to not appreciate you. You have value. So understand whenever you walk in the room, your presence will be felt, but you got to first feel it. Hey, like I said, y'all make sure y'all go in the link in the bio, check out them shirts, get one of my books, Rich Mentality, and you already know what time it is, man. I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.